5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it straight. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I don't never press. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. 50 yards.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On play action, Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. On play action, it's Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he'll find the rookie from Michigan, Nico Collins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Watson. That's taken in. Trey Nixon. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hines. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
10th season now in the NFL for T.Y. Hilton, all of them with the Colts, and he went over the 600 catch mark last year for his career. He continues to be a reliable target downfield for Colts' new quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's a big one.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Watson's throw taken in by Collins.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Watson off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Watson.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
Watson's pass complete to Nico Collins. 10 yards on the...
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Wentz now to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, Wentz. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Flush to his right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now to return, this is David Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. From the gun, they go with Armstead. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Colts 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up to...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Houston.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a first down throw, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now, Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The rookie from Michigan, Kwity Paye, paying first-year dividends with a takedown there. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and 9. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Watson on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on second and 10. Watson going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Touchdown, Texans. Raquel Armstead, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan, and it's third down. To throw is Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.